Broadcasting from Schnabel Hall on the beautiful campus of Valparaiso University. You're watching The Shield on VUTV.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Teddy Reithmeier.
And I'm Chazz Johnson. What about that weather out here in Valpo today?
All I'm saying is the snow is not doing wonders for my hair out there.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm not ready for the winter at all.
No, I could use a few more weeks of summer at least.
Yeah. Of summer.
Of summer.
Okay, well, we'll start our new cast with more bad news for the victims of Typhoon Haiyan. There's growing anger in the Philippines at the speed of the official response to Typhoon Haiyan. International emergency teams are arriving in the country to help, but they face a huge challenge, as CNN Paula Hancock reports.
American boots are now on the ground here in Tacloban in the Philippines. U.S. Marines landed earlier Monday to assess both the situation and the needs. Brigadier General Paul Kennedy told his Filipino counterparts that the world has the impression there is complete chaos and looting here, and what they should do is assure the world that they have the security situation under control.
Inside of that, you need trucks, you need things to lift pallets. So we bring in forklifts. We bring in generator sets, we'll bring in lights. So this runway that you see, which can only be used today during daylight hours, we'll have it available by tomorrow with lights strung up along it. We'll have radars up, and so we can deconflict, make sure there's no problems with airspace.
And more planes are definitely needed to get more aid into the airport and get it out to those who are desperately in need. Paula Hancock, CNN, at Tacloban Airport in the Philippines.
Meanwhile, this past Monday, the nation honored those who put their lives on the line to serve their country. President Obama laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns this past Monday for Veterans Day at Arlington National Cemetery. He later delivered a speech at a ceremony recognizing those who served in the military. The president praised service members who have fought in the nation's conflicts from World War II to the ongoing mission in Afghanistan. He noted the war in Afghanistan is nearing an end as troops withdraw, and the transition to Afghan-led security is expected to be nearly complete by next fall.
And it was a night of food, fun, and unity for Valpo's Greek community this past Friday. Ordo of Omega hosted a progressive dinner where members of fraternities and sororities traveled to different areas around campus to eat, do a service project, and bond with their fellow Greek members. The night started off at Sigma Phi Epsilon, where the brothers served appetizers. The dinner then moved to Phi Kappa Psi to do a service project for Operation Christmas Child. A savory dinner was served up at 807 Mound, and the night finished off with dessert at the Phi Mu Alpha House. The event was a great way to bring together different Greek organizations, and Ordo of Omega will continue this tradition for years to come. And for some holiday shoppers, the spirit of the season may lead up to overspending and add up to a less than Happy New Year.
And Karen Kafa has some tips for holiday spending.
Many Americans won't start the holiday season with a clean financial slate. If credit card debt is already mounting, leave the plastic alone.
Maybe you can't do what you really want to do during the holidays in terms of everything you want to give your kids or your friends, but if you stick with cash, your situation at least won't get any worse.
Sticking to cash on hand requires a more disciplined approach and a budget. In addition to gifting family and friends, factor in others that are often overlooked, like tips for babysitters and hairdressers. Credit card expert Beverly Harzog urges shoppers to be honest about that budget. And don't rely on potential money like a holiday bonus that may not materialize.
Stick with what you know you have in your accounts at the moment, your current cash flow, and plan your budget around that. That way you won't have any unpleasant surprises. The last thing you want to do is end up in debt when 2014 rolls around.
If a large purchase is going on a credit card, make a smart choice. Use a rewards card that will earn points, miles, or cash back. And resist being tempted by those deals that promise instant savings by opening a store credit card. They tend to have higher interest rates, meaning you may still be paying for this year's gifts next year. For Consumer Watch, I'm Karen Kafa.
And now with a quick look at weather, Storm Shield Meteorologist Lauren Hilko is in the studio. Hello, Lauren.
Hi guys, and thank you. As we can see over the last couple of days, the snow has finally ended. Sunshine will be returning in the forecast, and will those temperatures slowly begin to warm up? I'll have all that and more in my 5-day and complete forecast. Back to you guys.
All right, coming up, you won't believe where a shooting took place this past weekend.
And an incredible rescue is caught on camera. That and more after the break, here on Channel 82.
You're gonna love this song, man. You're gonna be... I was just so taken by the code that, you know, it hit me right here. Here we go.
I have not given or received, nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. I have not given or received, nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. I don't lie and I don't cheat, so I go to Valparaiso. Don't need no Indiana youth. I don't lie and I don't cheat, so I go to Valparaiso. I believe in playing by the rules. Would you like to sing along? I have not given or received, have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. Let's get it one more time, here we go. I have not given or received, nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. Yeah, check it out. I don't lie and I don't cheat, so I go to Valparaiso. Don't need no Indiana youth. You don't lie and you don't cheat, so you go to Valparaiso. You believe in playing by the
Interested in the television industry? Stop by our office in Schnabel Hall and join VUTV today.
Welcome back to the Shield. Taking a look at some weather headlines. The snow that we have been seeing over the last couple of days has finally ended. And with that being said, we can expect some sunshine to return in the forecast. And will the temperatures be on the rise? I have the answer to that in the 5-day forecast. Taking a look at some temperatures right now, Valparaiso sitting right around 31 degrees, 32 in St. Louis, and also 34 in Davenport. Now those overnight lows are going to be getting very chilly. We can expect sitting right around 28 degrees at 6 a.m. So for those Class classes on Thursday morning. Make sure you bundle up, and you also want to keep that jacket with you throughout the day because we're only going to be reaching a high right around 41 degrees in Valparaiso, 43 in Davenport, and 48 in St. Louis. So those colder temperatures are going to be around for a little bit. Taking a look at tonight's forecast, though, we can see a low right around 26 degrees. It's going to be clear with a southwest wind at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. We are expecting it to be very breezy with some occasional gusts up to about 25 miles per hour. Taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow, we can see a high of right around 46 degrees with sunny skies and a southwest wind at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And taking a look at the 5-day forecast, to answer your question, yes, the temperatures are slowly going to be. You can see for the day on Friday, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 46. For the day on Saturday, expect sunny skies with a high of 51 degrees. Sunday, look at that nice high temperature of 56 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. But by Monday, the temperatures are going to be expected to start cooling as the next front approaches, with also a chance of rain in the forecast and a high of 51 degrees. So finally, the snow has finally ended. And with that being said, you know, sunshine will be returning. Those warmer temperatures, and those will be sticking around probably till about Monday when that next cold front approaches.
This weather's just been up and down
It
this
has
year.
been. It's definitely been unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know, we've been expecting snow very early in the season,
Yeah.
but our temperatures should be getting right around the average for this time of year. So,
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
yes, definitely. Better than what we've been experiencing.
You're telling me I have to put away my homemade mitten collection?
Yes, for the next couple of days at least. I mean, I would keep the mittens away. You might need them, though, for the next couple of mornings because it is going to be brisk and chilly. But, yep, you can put those away for the time being.
All right. And up next, find out how a house party in Texas ends up in a tragedy.
And a memorial bike ride is held in honor of 2 girls killed by a hit-and-run in Oregon. We'll be right back here on VUTV.
Interested in the television industry? Stop by our office in Schnabel Hall and join VUTV today.
I have not given or received, nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. I have not given or received, nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. I don't lie and I don't cheat, so I go to Valparaiso. Don't need no Indiana use. I don't lie and I don't cheat, so I go to Valparaiso. I believe in playing by the rules. Would you like to sing along? I have not given or received, have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. Let's get it one more time. Here we go. I have not given or received, nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. Yeah, check it out. I don't lie and I don't cheat, so I go to Valparaiso. Don't need no Indiana use. You don't lie and you don't cheat, so you go to Valparaiso. You believe in playing by the rules.
Welcome back to the Shield. A swimmer stranded off the coast of Massachusetts is safely back on solid ground. Take a look at the video of the rescue. The Beverly Harbor Master says the 23-year-old man treaded water for about an hour, 200 yards from Mingo Beach. His friends called the police when he didn't come back to shore. You can see rescue crews pulled him on board their boat. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for hypothermia from the cold.
In Indiana, authorities are investigating an arson over the weekend that killed a young girl. 6-year-old Caitlin Lane died after investigators say a man set fire to her home early Saturday in Lafayette. Deputies say a 53-year-old man was also inside the house at the time the flames ignited. He remains hospitalized with serious injuries. Authorities have arrested a 33-year-old man who also lived there and charged him with arson resulting in death. The little girl's mother says the 53-year-old victim is a close family friend who was watching her precious and precocious daughter while she was at work.
At the time, it used to drive us crazy because we're like, okay, Katie, okay. And now it's like, talk, please talk.
The mother admitted she was uneasy about leaving her daughter at home when she saw the 33-year-old there. He's now locked up on a $500,000 bond.
Meanwhile, Texas authorities say 2 people were killed and nearly 20 others wounded when gunfire erupted at a teenager's birthday party at a home outside Houston.
We found one deceased person at the scene, one person deceased at the hospital. We have at least 18 persons, 19 actually, who have received some form of injury as it relates to this particular incident.
Deputies say several of the wounded were listed in critical condition. Authorities say the victims ranged in age from 14 to 22. Investigators are still searching for 2 suspects and saying a motive for the shooting is unclear.
A bike ride was held in honor of 2 girls killed in a hit-and-run crash in Oregon. Community members came together this past weekend for a 3-mile ride. When the ride ended, kids enjoyed a carnival at a local school. Money from the event will go to building a playground where 6-year-old Anna Dieter Ector and her half-sister, 11-year-old Abigail Robinson, loved to play. The 2 girls were hit by an SUV while playing in a pile of leaves that had spilled into the street outside their Forest Grove home. Police say the driver sped off, but was later caught after they received a tip.
And yet another shooting in a public place, this time happening at an ice skating rink in New York City, leaving 2 people hurt. It happened this past weekend at Bryant Park in Manhattan. Police say 1 person was shot in the back and another was hit in the leg. It's not clear yet what led to the attack. Officers have not announced an arrest. When we come back, we'll take a look at a busy weekend in Valpo sports. Stay tuned, you're watching The Shield here on VUTV.
Interested in the television industry? Stop by our office in Schnabel Hall and join VUTV today.
Welcome back to the Shield. We've had another busy weekend in Valpo sports where men's basketball opened the regular season at the Arc.
To tell us more about it, Shield sports correspondent Parker Gatewood is in the studio.
Hey, thanks guys. It was quite an exhilarating couple of days for Valpo athletics this weekend. A couple of teams wrapped up their final home games of the season while two others started theirs. The volleyball team was in action on both Friday and Saturday at the Arc. For the game on Friday, the volleyball team took on the Cleveland State Vikings. The Crusaders improved their conference record to 9-2 as they disposed of the Vikings fairly quickly. Ellen Vandenberg led the team with 14 kills and 6 blocks as the Crusaders cruised to the straight sets victory. Unfortunately, the Saturday matchup did not go as well for the Crusaders as they faced off against Youngstown State in the final home matchup of the year. The Crusaders suffered a tough 5-set loss to the Penguins that will leave them 2 games back of first place Milwaukee Panthers in the Horizon League. If the Panthers win one more match, they clinch the outright Horizon League title. The Crusaders have 2 games left, both of which will be on the road. They will take on Wright State and Oakland next week. Men's soccer was the other team to finish their home slate this weekend. They faced off against the Detroit Titans, and going into the contest, the Crusaders needed a win to get into the Horizon League tournament. Well, on senior night, fittingly enough, Jesse Ortiz ensured that the Crusaders were going to the tournament by pushing across the game's only goal at the 44-minute mark. The Crusaders will move on to the Horizon League tournament this week. It was also a busy time for Valpo basketball as both the men's and women's teams were in action this past weekend. The women's team was in action this past Sunday and took on the St. Louis Billikens at their place. The Crusaders ran into a tough test in their first game of the season by only dressing 7 players. They got into foul trouble quickly, and St. Louis got off to a fast start, getting out to the 8-0 lead. The Billikens would not relinquish that lead for the rest of the game, as they seemed to be too much for the Crusaders. Sheree Richardson and Lexi Miller led the charge for the Crusaders with 15 points apiece, while Erin Nelson posted 19 points for St. Louis. The Billikens won the game by a final score of 78-56. Now taking it on over to the men's side, as they had 2 games this weekend to start off the season. The first was against Murray State in what was a marquee matchup to get the year started. The Crusaders led by Jordan Coleman, who scored 16 points, and Murray State was led by guard Cameron Payne, who scored 21. The Crusaders won their season opener by a score of 77-74. The second game of the season for the Crusaders would not be nearly as close as the Crusaders were playing North Park. Levante Doherty led the way for the Crusaders, recording 21 points and 2 steals in what would become a rout of a finish, with the final score being 113-50 in favor of the Crusaders. This was the 4th largest margin of victory for the Crusaders in program history. And lastly, football's head coach Dale Carlson has been relieved of his duties effective Sunday night. This stems from the 72-12 loss to Butler last Saturday, as the Crusaders are now 1-9 overall with 1 game left to play. For all your Valpo news and scores, stay updated on valpoathletics.com.
Welcome back to the Shield here on Channel 82. For our final look at weather, Shield Meteorologist Lauren Hilko is back to tell us how the forecast is shaping up for the next 5 days.
Hi guys, yes, the next 5 days is shaping up to be a very nice one. We can expect some warmer temperatures over the next couple of days. On Friday, we can expect mostly cloudy skies with a high of 46 degrees. On Saturday, sunny skies with a high of 51, warming up to a nice 56 degrees for the day on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies. And for the day on Monday, as the next frontal system approaches, we can expect a chance of rain and a high of 51 degrees. So definitely some nicer temperatures over the next couple of days from what we've been having. And you know, the snow is finally out of the forecast and we can expect some sunny skies. But we better enjoy that because then rain will be returning in the forecast.
Oh no, I hate the rain. It messes up my hair.
Definitely.
It's the red hair. It's not good. Yeah, right?
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of The Shield. I'm Teddy Reithmeier.
And to get the Shield on demand, go to youtube.com/Valpo VUTV. On behalf of Lauren, Parker, Teddy, and the rest of the VUTV team, I'm Chazz Johnson. Good night.